What's up, guys? It's HammerDown48 coming at you today. We're going to do a quick preview of this week's matchup. The Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears in Detroit at Ford Field. Like I always do in my videos, I'm going to go through the stats, talk about things here and there. So let's get to it. So the matchup predictor has the Lions winning by 70.7% and Chicago at 29.1%. As you guys know, last week we played a phenomenal game last week in New Orleans against the Saints. Had a phenomenal defense. But this week should be another W. Another W in the column. As you guys know, we're 8-4. All we got to do is win 3 more games. 3 more games, we clinch that division. So, you can put a W. You should be able to. I'm not saying it should be a W, but if you really look at it realistically, it should be a W this week. Then, 2 more games, boys. 2 more games. So, let's get into this real quick. So, obviously, Hoyer, Chicago quarterback, not playing. They got, I can't remember the backup quarterback, the third string, but he ain't shit to us. So, we're going to look at Matthew Stafford here. Matthew Stafford, 291 over 433, 3,224 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Not for sure if Riddick's going to play this week. He did have the ball a little bit, but they did give the ball to Zach Zinner last week. Looking forward probably using Riddick and Zinner again. Also the news that we got Joique Bell back this week. Kudos to us. We got Joique Bell back. He was with the team, was it last year or the year before? One of the two. Left, went to another team. Actually, Chicago picked him up. Now he's back with Detroit Lions. So, shout out to Joique Bell. Welcome back. Golden Tate should be another threat in this game. 65 receptions, 762 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Another threat for Chicago would be Jordan Howard. Our defense should stop Jordan Howard. I really think they should be able to stop him, but he's not out of the question. He's got 181 carries, 883 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And then Alshon Jeffrey, 40 receptions, 631 yards, and 1 touchdown. So, let's see here. Marvin Jones did not play last week. He is questionable, it says right here. Eric Ebron, questionable. Dwayne Washington, questionable. So, as you guys know, this is actually a favorite. This should be a favorite win to us. We should have no problems. It's in Detroit. No matter if Chicago beat us the first week or not, this is in Detroit. We're playing a lot better football than it was when we played Chicago the first week. So we should be able to put a W on this. That would put us at, 9-4 with 3 games left of the season, and then we'll have, I think, 2 more games to win to clinch the division. After this week, it's going to start to get a little bit difficult. We got the Giants the week after, and then we got Dallas week after that. That's in Dallas, and then we got Green Bay the first. We have Green Bay in Detroit week 17. Things that we need to watch out for this week would be make sure Green Bay loses. They're playing Seattle. and Minnesota is playing, I think, Jacksonville. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize. We need them to lose. But out of those two teams, I think Green Bay could lose. They're playing Seattle. Seattle's a good team, and I think they could possibly lose that game, and that's what we hope for. So there's not really much to say. This is going to be a short clip this week. I mean, the Bears are 3-9, and there's a lot of shit talking going on this week. And I usually don't do that, but when you start shit talking my team, it's on. So, I mean, there's not much. I mean, the only problem I think we're gonna have is possibly the running back, Howard. That's it. Their defense is trash. Even though they won last week against the 49ers. That don't mean nothing. That team's having problems. Now the Bears are coming to face a team that is winning games, that showed up the Saints. The Saints they've been playing good games, but they just couldn't get it done against our defense, and that's what's going on. Our defense is showing up. And I tell you what, if we can finish the rest of the season with our defense playing like that, we're going to be a good playoff team. We're going to be a phenomenal playoff team that could do a lot of damage in the playoffs. So as we get closer to the end of the season, we're going to take a look at who's going in, who's going out, who you think is going to be in there. Like I said, there's not much to really talk about this game except for, on the spreadsheet, Detroit is favored to win. I do not see Detroit losing unless somehow, some way, we throw this game away. But I just don't see that happening. So, like I said, there's not much to really talk about. The hot topic, or the topic of this week with the Chicago versus, against Detroit is Red Hot Lions look to avenge early season loss to the Bears. Just because you beat us the first time, don't mean, Chicago Bears is a different team than they were at the beginning of the season. The Lions is a different team at the beginning of the season. It's just flip-flop. Chicago was a little bit better in the beginning of the season. Detroit was not doing good at the beginning of the season. It's flip-flop. Now Detroit's doing good. Chicago is not doing shit. So, as you guys know, make sure you hit that likes up button. If you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you subscribe. Let me see what you got down below. Who you think is going to win this week? Who do you think is going to win this game? I want to know what you guys think. Like I always say, thank you for watching. And go Lions.